Large food source. Vertical ascent required. The bullet ant colony's arithmetic is the problem. For every ant Rex removes from his surface, 5 more arrive from the trunk junction, the arithmetic of attrition.
The colony has memory at the collective level. It has learned Rex's defensive move.
those 8 seconds, the main advance gained 6 centimeters. He cannot fight both simultaneously. The colony
Midnight. 14 hours into the battle. Rex's branch now has 40,000 army ants. But
as the dawn light returns, Rex, an Argentine ant, discovers his unintentional defensive perimeter.
"20 hours. The army ant colony's ascent rate has slowed further. The colony's food signal from Rex branch is getting older. The first faint reduction in incoming ants is chemically signaled."
Time. He has maintained this through 20 hours. His body has not failed. His horn has not broken. He is
This impressive horn is strictly for male-to-male combat, functioning as a powerful lever. While despite the overwhelming numbers, the colony's maximum damage rate simply cannot overcome the beetle's thick exoskeleton defense threshold. The exoskeleton's composition, particularly the layered chitin and the complex joint membrane structure, proved nearly impenetrable.
The Hercules Beetle flashes in ultra slow motion.
It's the incredible leverage ratio of this horn that makes it possible. The Hercules Beetle can carry up to 850 times its own body weight.
Rex the rhinoceros beetle, with a flawless perpendicular block. The biomechanics are incredible. See how the tension hooks.
The beetle evolved defenses like the horn for combat and elytra for flight against predators like birds, primates, and bats.
3 days after the battle, the Red Army ant column passes the base of Rex's tree again.
Replay of the living bridge demolition. The root nexus is the decisive.
In the hole. The Canopy ecosystem differs vastly from the forest floor below. Army ant raids rarely reach this height.
We look at why the formic acid that devastated the electric eel and the anaconda has minimal effect on Red's exoskeleton. It is a matter of chemical compatibility.
Where did the 40,000 ants go? They returned to the forest floor, joined the main column, and moved on.
The male Hercules beetle pressing flat seals the thorax-elytral gap. This geometry is why flat is more defensive, using its own weight as armor.
The male Hercules beetle uses its massive horns for intraspecific combat, levering and flipping rivals to defend its territory.
The Hercules beetle's range stretches from Mexico to Bolivia. This map shows where Dynastes Hercules. How often is a given area raided? Why Rex Tree was raided only once in 6 months? And the statistical likelihood of a second raid, the moment he chose the corner. The defensive geometry. Why the narrowing branch tip was instinctively the right choice. Rex's weight, 85 grams. The largest flying insect in the Amazon at this size. The Army Ant Queen's role in the withdrawal decision is pure economics. It's about how she calculates the food source value versus the effort cost of the raid.
Rex's natural competitors. Other male Hercules beetles competing for territory on the same tree.
The scarab beetle's hemolymph differs significantly from human blood, possessing unique auto-repair biology that sealed Rex's leg joint instantly.
This is the chitin problem. When faced with a specimen like Rex, the ants are simply unable to break through the armor.
The army ant colony, 1 month later, it has moved its bivouac 400 meters east. For the 300 million years of beetle evolution, 30 army ant social evolution, as a collision.
Rex won because his physical threshold exceeded the colony's damage rate. Other prey items do not have Rex's exoskeleton.
Two systems coexisting. The forest contains both. The forest needs both.
In slow motion, look at this rejection. Rex stops him cold. That is elite defense right there.
Scene 143, Science. The 20-gram encounter. The weight threshold below which army ants can carry prey. The 65-gram difference that saved it.
The chemistry of the decision is clear. The Queen's signal guides the colony as it processes the data from the failed raid.
The instinct or discovery? The biology of in-context problem-solving.
Rex at 18 months old in context of Hercules Beetle lifespan. Total adult life, up to 6 months. He is halfway through.
The strangler fig tree that Rex, a vibrant green tree frog, lives in.
While other documented cases exist, Rex's behavior provides crucial scientific understanding of how these beetles navigate an army ant raid.
Here we see the distribution across South America. The areas highlighted in green indicate legally protected zones.
The forest floor, 40 meters below a large, adult male chimpanzee's branch. From down here,
Does the failure affect morale? No, they have no morale organization. Does it affect their next raid target choice? Yes, through chemical signals. Rex, a reddish-brown fox squirrel, discovering a second feeding site on his branch. The eastern tip's bark has new fungal growth.
As we see in this chemical arithmetic, the difference is stark. Army ant soldiers carry a much higher concentration of formic.
Rex's horn, final thought. It was evolved for male combat against other Hercules beetles. It was used for 21 hours against some...
The massive horn is exclusively male. Female Hercules beetles look entirely different, lacking the horn.
Science. What won't surrender means in biological terms. Flight response, absent in Hercules beetles. Pain response, minimal in insect.
The giant Hercules, lifting 850 times its own weight. But what other organisms compete in this incredible metric of battle survival?
A male wild beast, Rex, grinding his horn on the bark of an acacia tree.
Rex, 2 months after the battle, has found a mate. His horn, which defended him from 500,000 ants, is now performing its evolved purpose.
The Hercules beetle spends most of its life as a grub, burrowed deep within rotting wood.
She ripped chemical data throughout. She made the withdrawal decision based on arithmetic, not defeat. Assessment.
Rex, a Goliath beetle's legacy. If his breeding was successful, his offspring will carry his genetics.
Dr. Dragon.
A solitary harpy eagle and a highly organized colony of leafcutter ants, representing collective intelligence.
We examine how long the army ant pheromone signal will last. Understanding the half-life of these compounds.
The grip force each one can exert. The 6-point system that held through 21 hours. The legs that never failed.
The column of Argentine ants that raided Rex tree, it will never raid that specific tree again. The chemical memory will persist for 3 months.
These massive swarms are essential to the Amazon. They aerate the soil, control pests like this cockroach.
We analyze the biomechanics of Rex's sweep. The force calculation reveals remarkable power.
He did not defeat 500,000 ants. He simply outlasted their interest. Is that a victory? In biological
High above the forest floor lies the Amazon Canopy, a vast vertical city where thousands of species.
This is the threshold of their power. The stag beetle, near the limit of what the army ants can overpower, fights relentlessly.
Rex is not brave. He is not heroic. He is a dung beetle. He did what dung beetles do when faced with threats.
The forest stretching to every horizon. One branch of wild.
The colony launched its siege under the cover of darkness, but Rex had a tactical evolution. A powerful sonic pulse